and today we are going to be doing our first offensive strategy video. Now, this isn't how the offensive strategies are going to go usually, because I want to talk about two offensive strategies before we get into the ones where, oh, you send these guys over here and these guys over there. I want to get into these two really quick first. So as you can see, it's called a specific army strategy. Now that being said, you're probably wondering what that is. Well, there are two big types of armies. There's specific, which is what I run with, and then there's variant is another one I call it, because you change it. It's a different form of it. How that works is, I'm going to show you what specific army is. So, specific army is when you use the same thing every time. Like me, I will always have this same thing. A sergeant, assault, bomber, mercenary, sharpshooter. And then this changed because I got the sharpshooter. Then mercenary, or assault and mercenary, assault, medic, assault, mercenary, assault, and mercenary. That's how mine is. That is my strategy. People say, oh, this guy 20 sniper towers, which I did when I did the which I told you to do when I did the analyzing video. And that's why I hate red barrels. But that's why I told you to do if someone has more sniper towers, then you bring more snipers. That's an analyze. So you do when you analyze someone. Now I don't do that though. However, I bring in the same army every time, and that works. Sometimes it also doesn't work. You need to make sure you have the purge for each unit, but then I just prefer just to use the same army over and over again. I feel like it's worked for me so far. So now you can probably have guessed this from what specific army is, and variant is when you change depending on what strategy you like better. Like, oh, this guy has, like I said, 2 sniper towers extra, so I'm gonna bring snipers instead of my mercenary. That's what variant means. Or the variant army strategy. These two aren't strategies, as I said at the beginning, that really, this isn't how most of these offensive ones are going to go. I do need to get through the variant strategy video after this, but I'm not going to be doing that today. But specific, let's talk about the weaknesses and actually strong points of specific. Specific army, you can focus all your perks on one guy. You can get your medals done extremely easily, and all of that. It's just all very nice. It's very simple to get your stuff done for them. Weaknesses for it. Depending on what type of specific army you're running, you may not have the essential tools you need to bring down some bases, which do hurt you a lot. That can hurt you a lot, and with variant, you gotta upgrade all your men with Valor. As for this update, the newest update, I think they made Valor hard to get because of the card combining thing, and which is a good idea. I actually thought Valor was way too easy to get. In fact, I saw myself getting TNT more than not TNT. I saw myself getting Valor more than I did Dynamite, which wasn't right, because Dynamite's only common. And oh my God, how many red barrels do you need? But anyway, so my specific army works pretty well because we do have distanced enemies. However, we don't have too many distance enemies. As you can see, my men are getting held up here because my distance enemies aren't really there yet, which does hurt. So that also, I use assault mostly, so that would mean that I would have a weaker attack force. I mean, don't get me wrong, my assaults are pretty strong, but they are definitely weak. Like when I'm going against other guys, their sniper towers will be able to pick me off. As if I was running with snipers or something, I mean, I have a structure, but I only use one, I could be able to kill them a lot quicker. I like my specific army strategy because I know how to work with it after this much time. As in with a variant, you never truly get used to how to work with them. So that is also nice. I think most people actually use the specific army strategy than they do the variant strategy. which is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Always getting to know your basis with what you feel comfortable with is always good. Another disadvantage to the variant strategy is you gotta upgrade all these guys with Valor, and it does add up, especially in the new update. I mean, I'm out of Valor because I gambled it all. Don't get me wrong, it was like the best thing I ever did. I don't need Valor, but watch, I'm gonna get a hero. I mean, see, I just got Dynamite. I could not get Dynamite to save my life. To be honest, it seemed rare. Now it seems a lot easier to get. So I'm glad they fixed that. So, but anyways, the system of variants does also impact how your defensive strategy works. As if specific, like me, I always run with Assault. Some people will see a wave on CPU defend and change up what they think. They'll change it to, oh, since these guys they used to before the waves become randomly generated. They used to do that. Now most people don't. They just keep it specific because you never know what's gonna happen. But when the waves weren't randomly generated, you would see people changing stuff. You see people actually taking out stuff. Like my friend who didn't have enough build points, what he would do is he would get rid of an AA gun and he'll be able to put a sniper tower in. So, I mean, it's not just the units can be varianted, it's the bases. See, I always got lucky and got build points whenever I needed them. So, that was always a very nice plus. Oh, wow, okay. Was one of them just big head mode? Oh, wait, I've actually been dying to try that. Let me just see something. Alright, is that, how many tents does he have? 2 tents. Alright, so this does make it a lot hard to say who comes from the tent. However, since those are both last stands. Okay, I haven't been sure, but I may be now. I gotta defeat this base to see what's going on with this. I've always had this question of if last stands have perks, and they never really showed it, so I'm about to clarify that question with you and explain this offensive strategy as well. So, as you can see, I'm gotten so used to what my guys are that I know exactly what to press. Before I had a sharpshooter, I would always sometimes hit a grunt and it would mess up my whole strategy, and it actually did hurt me quite a bit. But most of the time would, when depending if it was a red skull, I'd lose, no doubt about it. But if it was just like a white skull when I'm card grinding, I really don't need to card grind anymore. I just like to. I mean, it's easier XP, I guess. I mean, so I mean, and it's also nice that even if you lose, you don't lose the boosters, because that was a nice little update they added. So, but yes, variant, and you see, I mean, look at that, my guys. That's because I don't have any long distance guys. So, alright, come out of your tent. So, this update was a success, and the variant strategy over the specific army strategy, they have both their own pros and cons. However, I think specific is better because you get to focus on men. You get to know what your men are, even if you know what their weaknesses are, such as sniper towers. My men are definitely sniper towers because my men are mainly short distance guys, and they usually get killed if there's like, if they're extremely upgraded, there's like 3 of them in one spot, we can't even get close. So that's when I know what my weakness is. Some people have trouble with the enemies. I mean, if you're running with long distance enemies, or if you're running with long distance men, enemies will become quite a pain for you. Okay, it looks like they're just spawning grunts. Hopefully I can see what it is. No, yeah, because they would. Okay. Well, I confirmed another question. If last stands get that one just spawned grunt. No, well, so. Yeah, so they, okay, thank God, I figured that out. So last stands also get perks. Well, you're running with a last stand specifically? Oh, that's nice. Oh, I just realized my sharpshooter's our last stand and he has perks on, so that's always a nice little thing. But anyway, back to it. This one isn't really too strategic. This isn't mainly a strategy, it's just which army style suits you best, or depending on the offensive strategy you choose. Because each one has their own different strategies. And I would like you to figure out what yours is, so we can utilize that. But anyways, I will be doing a variant offensive strategy guide, and then we're going to be getting to the offensive strategies. As much, I would like to say this, offense doesn't have too big of strategies because it is offense, and it's not like you can command your units. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that. I mean, I'm a huge fan of strategy games. I love Age of Mythology and all the Command and Conquer games, but I mean, for a game like this, I feel like it would hurt it. I actually used to play Battle Islands before this, and then this came out, and I was like, Battle Islands is awful compared to this. So, if you like Battle Islands or know someone that does like Battle Islands, I suggest telling them about this game. Anyways, remember, collect your daily rations, and remember that the event this week is about if you go against a 3 white skull or higher, if you or him have a chemist, then you will get a free rare card pack. I'm pretty sure it is rare, but that's the event. So make sure you find someone with a chemist. And I'm again not telling you specifically to go out buy $20 worth of gold so you can just get a chemist. I mean, you know, and speaking of other events, remember, Chemist is still on sale. Chemist is still on sale for 900 gold. Make sure, if you sell, again, I doubt you can really grind for gold. I mean, there's 5 gold in the card, but that's even extreme. So, if you somehow grind that much, you really are determined here. You are. But yeah, if you had somehow had 900 gold saved up, like you were going to buy the epic card pack bundle, but you wait for this moment, congratulations. Being as though I have all my hero slots filled, I would actually still buy him, because why not? Hero unit, you know? And plus then I could review him and all that, but I would only need 4 more heroes. Wow, that is impressive. I mean, that's 50, I have 50% of them done, so. So anyways, thank you for watching. Tell your friends about this if they like Guns Up, or if they like Battle Island, some to try out this game. So, anyways, but I am the Guns Up veteran, over and out.